Greetings, Warriors of the Ring. My name is Strider656, and I'm so thrilled to welcome you to a new series which I entitled Achievement Game Highlights. Some of you might know this, some of you might not, but I am one of the ladder managers on the Discord server, and one of the things I do exclusively is keep track of achievements, which you can get in War of the Ring. And there's like 50 achievements that you can go for. Things like going 10 turns without getting revealed into Mordor is one. Dunking with Smeagol is one. Taking out like a unit with Saruman with a Gandalf army is one. So there's a lot of different achievements, and I'm going to share what those are in the description. You can see, you can just check out a link to the achievements. And the way these work is every year they reset. So this game I got, I'm not going to tell you who sent it to me because I want you to just be amazed. This is the craziest game I think I've ever seen. And so the way this is going to work is I'm going to show you the game. Then at the end of the game, I'll tell you the achievements that were received because there were multiple. And this game is it's crazy. So I'm gonna show you. I don't have their passwords and we're gonna do like a tableside commentary of this game, and I think it will speak for itself. So I'm gonna commentate a little bit, but like I said, let the game speak for itself. So here we go. This is Jorik or Yorick versus Mole. This is a league game of LOME, and Mole is playing the free. Sorry, Jorik is playing free, and Mole is playing the shadow. So we start off. He says, "Any alternate companion except Gandhi?" Yorick says, "Nope." He's okay. It looks like he took his alternate Gandalf. He says, "Fellowship, okay." And Mole allocates 3 eyes. I don't normally see this. And this is the first roll. So, like I said, I'm not really going to comment too much. This is a long game. I'm not going to tell you how long. It's long. So Yorick says, "Wow." Mole says, "My eyes scared you." And he starts by drawing a strategy card. And so does Mole. And Yorick brings the elves down. And Shadow draws a character card. Yorick brings Gondor down. And Mole plays the Lore of the Elven Rings. And then Yorick decides to do the movement, it looks like, to Old Forest Sword and Westamnet. And it looks like he's bringing the Balrog in because there's a movement going on right now. Let's see what happens next. And Yorick brings the elves down. So he didn't move the Fellowship this turn. Alright, going to turn 2. Oh, just so you're aware, as we're watching this game, there were rule mistakes that were made in this game, but I don't really care. So the idea is that the players make mistakes, and it'll happen as the game goes on. And it isn't my job to judge them because that they both tried the best they could. So this game will still count. All right, so you go to the next turn. He says, "Fellowship, okay." Looks like he rolled Gandalf again. He shouldn't have because he didn't move, but it's okay. So he moves the fellow. Should he move the Fellowship? He starts by playing Imrahil of Zol Amroth. And looks like he's playing Monsters Roused. Rare to see this. Yorick moves the Fellowship. And he is not hit. Looks like he moved to Barad-dûr to Gorgoroth. So I'm just telling you what's going on in case you can't see the screen. Yorick is using a Will of the West. And he's thinking about it. Most is tricky. Yorick says, "Yeah, misplayed it probably." He says, "Oosh." He says, "Take your time." And Yorick decides to play Faramir's Rangers. And that's officially his move. And Mole is moving the Nazgul around into Moria. I don't know why. Looks like Yorick is separating Gimli. And Mole has brought Isengard down to war. And now Yorick is winning the fellowship again. And now he's hit. And it's a 2 reveal. So Yorick says, damn. And he thinks about going down towards Holland. And then they say, nope. And they go to high pass. And he flips the fellowship. Yorick says, early chief. I don't know if I call that early. Because, I mean, it's turn 3. Yorick says, early chief is horrible. You're going to turn 3. Your Mole draws his cards. I don't know why he rolled already for the fellowship. What? Mole says, I think you have to re-roll that. He's correct. They agree to re-roll. Mole allocates 2 eyes. Yorick says you have to put some eyes in. He does. And then we roll this. So I don't know what's better. So he's probably going to be moving his troops. We'll see. It's a fellowship. Like I said, we're just watching this game, so I'm not saying much. It's going to get wild, though. He brings a chief in on the fellowship. Yorick says, yeah, it's going to be tough. Shouldn't have moved again. And now he moves. Mole says, probably not. And rolls a miss. And then on the re-roll with the chief, he gets the 6 and draws a 3, which is perfect for Gandalf. So Gandalf is gone. But if you notice, Saruman isn't in. So, oh, now he is. Okay. It's not Saruman is in. Yorick says, Loam is difficult that way. I think he's talking about the chief. And then Mole says, yeah. Yorick says, not sure I like it. Mole says, I do a lot. It's a different game from base. It's still more thematic. Yorick says, yeah, but almost seems more random. Mole says, not sure about that. So they're having a discussion about Loam. I personally think that Loam is better. It's much more fun, in my opinion, because there's so much variation. But anyway, Yorick moves to fellowship again. Mole says it's a preference, I guess. And he gets a hit again on the reroll. So if the chief was not on him, this wouldn't have hit. He draws a 1. So he moves his corruption up. He's at 3 corruption. Mole even says Chief is getting some nice rerolls. Yorick says, yeah, ... Let's see what he does. Oh, he has a new power is rising. This is a great early card. So now it looks dangerous down in Rohan. And now Yorick decides to use the Gandalf die to move his troops into Helm's Deep, except for one guy. I like that play. Sauron is now officially at war. I think Yorick is probably going to bring... he brought Galadriel because Sauron's at war. Okay. And we finish by... It looks like he's moving troops towards Carrick and towards the Dew Line. Oh, yeah, towards Carrick and the Dew Line. All right. Turn 4. So far, pretty normal game, right? I would say it's pretty normal, pretty average. Nothing exciting. Who knows? We have no idea what Free discarded. Again, because we're just watching this game. We're not... I'm not doing analysis here. Although I might once in a while. Looks like he declared the fellowship. 1, 2... Did he go far enough? Yeah, he did. Okay, he went 2. So the Mole allocates 2 eyes again. And rolls no more. And Yorick rolls this. So he says not good. He's probably saying not good because he didn't get a Will of the West. But he moves the elves to war. And now instead of taking Carrick over, he chooses to go onto the fellowship and then move these guys up towards Morandon. Interesting choice. Yorick passes. He plays War with Star with Toil now. And then draws a character card because he does. Yorick says, pass. Isildur's Bane is played. Let's see what happens here. Oh my god. It's a 3. That sucks for Yorick. Yorick says, LOL. Almost concedable. Sorry, I think it's hilarious. He says, only with PAL. He's curious. But you can play... It doesn't matter how the card is played. You can play... As long as you... It's not like Palantir. If you play with a character card, you get a redraw with the chief. Yorick says, can't redraw with the care. He says, I can, chief ability. Yorick says, it doesn't even need to be a PAL. Okay. And now we go on. So his corruption is horrible. That's horrible. All right, he passes, and let's see what Mole brings Southrons and Easterlings down, and now York moves a Fellowship. He's probably gonna get hit. We'll see what happens. It's a 1 and a 5. Oh, he doesn't hit him. So he's finally safe. Mole moves everyone to war. Yorick moves the Fellowship again. Let's see. So he rolls a 3 and a 4. His reroll. It's a miss again. Unlikely. He's probably thinking to get into Woodland Realm to heal or get somewhere to heal. All right, so he's moving the troops around. I don't know why there's. I don't know if you guys see this on my screen. I can see a random token there. Okay, play Shadows Lengthens. They go to South Rune. Where's the other group go? Oh, he changes his die. And then he moves these guys up. Interesting choice. He says, okay. Wonder what he's planning to do. I mean, he could be going for Lorien. He could also be going west towards the Shire, but we'll see. Yorick thinks he has a tower. The power of Tom Bombadil, which I never see played. And that moves the Norths down and activate. Does it activate them too? I can't go back now. Yeah, Molsa doesn't activate, which is correct. He says, you're right. Mole draws a strategy card. And now he's playing I Will Go Alone. Let's see what he's doing with his forces. That's Legolas. Legolas is leaving us. Okay, he's back to the Fellowship. So Legolas is just running around. Yorick says nah, and then decides he puts Pippin. So Pippin leaves to Woodland Realm. Okay. So he gets corruption back, which he needs. And then Musterings of a Long Plan War is played. And oh, he just brings all the troops down here. I rarely see this card. I mean, I used it in a previous game. All right, now we go into turn 5. All right, we don't know what they're drawing. He says deck. It probably means declare. And now the chief goes with them. They're on Old Forest Road. His Fellowship okay. And Mole puts 2 eyes on again. Rolls a 3rd eye. And now he gets his Will of the West. This is good for him because the last turn, Galadriel rolled a star. But because Gandalf the White wasn't in, it didn't matter. So there's Gandalf. He goes to Fangorn. Mole says Old Forest Road, no card. Let's see what happens here. Yorick has scouts. And he runs to Woodland Realm. North is flipped. And now he's on the Fellowship. Let's see what happens. Yorick moves an Elven Elite into Woodland Realm. Let's see if when he moves it actually paid off that he didn't move the Fellowship before. Out of curiosity. Now the North should get activated and move down, which they do. He plays Ents. He gets 2. Oh, that would be amazing if he got 3. Wouldn't I just notice? That was really close. He puts the Horn of Gondor out. He's just bringing an elite in. It makes sense to me. Draws a character card. Let's see what happens next. Mole moves. Why is that moving down? Oh, he's playing Palantir of Orthanc. So we got a lot of cards on the table, folks. That's 5 cards. This is crazy. He draws a character card for the Palantir for the chief effect. Yorick thinks says, so hard. Now he moves the Fellowship. I don't know why it's moving to 3. It should be on 1. No, they figured it out. Mole says, I think you're on step 1. So he's probably hoping to get into Woodland Realm safely. Let's see what happens. So he gets nothing. Let's see if the rerolls helped. It didn't. Oh, so he would successfully make it. Nice. So now he's out of dice. I think he's just bringing some more Nazgul in. Ringwraiths Abroad is played. And he draws first a character card, which is correct. And now he's going to attack Dale. Let's see what he uses. Storm of Bats. Whoa! Holy cow! On 10 dice, he didn't get hit, even with the Storm of Bats ability. That is really unlikely. I'm not going to say how unlikely because I'm not a math person. If you want to do your own math, you can do it yourself. Mo says LOL. Jorg says wow. And then he hits back. He hits back with that one guy in Dale. He presses. Let's see where he moves. So the South is at war, and he runs to Woodland Realm, which is now full with a 3-2. And his last action, he plays Nazgul Strike. So he's probably hoping that he can heal here. Let's see what happens. So he doesn't move any Nazgul, looks like. And he rolls. He gets a hit. And he re-rolls and gets 2. And he draws a 1 reveal. So he's revealed. Yorick says, can't believe you had it. Wow. The draws. Let's see what the likelihood of getting a reveal was. Pretty likely. 50%. A little over 50% chance to get a reveal. I mean, it still has the legend in the bag. Smeagol, my favorite. So anyway, he says the draws. And let's see what he chooses to do. He says the draws have been so awesome for Shadow. And let's see where he reveals to. Yorick says can't reveal into a city. He could. He could reveal into Dale if he wanted to. He can't reveal into a stronghold. He says, let's go. Get it over with. So brutal. Now we go into turn 6. Fellowship okay. He allocates 2 eyes. Rolls this. And Yorick rolls that. A lot of movement. But now it looks like Mole's going to lose his dice for the Balrog. He should probably bring in Gathmog. We'll see. Yorick said hope to go Woodland Realm there. Mole said I thought so. He said anything but that card. I mean, the other card would have been Nazgul Search. All right, what is he doing? Drawing a strategy card? Wow, and he killed a card for it. And now he moves on to him. He hides the Fellowship. Mole attacks Woodland Realm. He's saying from Yorick. He says, Dale, I have no command in Old Forest Road. Makes sense. Let's see what happens here. Yorick draws a character card. So he's like drawing over his limit. So I don't normally see this happen. Dreadful Spells is played. He gets 2. That's really good. So the Elven Elite gets removed. They did some way. Yeah, both got removed. Let's see what this looks like. The stack. Just curious. All right. The 3 Elven regulars and 2 Northmen. Are we moving the Fellowship here? Yeah, we're moving the Fellowship. No hits. That's good. And now he plays Cruel Weather. Let's see where he's going. Yorick says LOL. Such a mess for Fellowship. Such a mess. And he goes to the Vale of Carmen. And then he changes his mind and puts him in Dale instead. Yorick says, okay. Draws a strategy card. So again, he's just drawing cards. Wonder what he's searching for. Gothmog gets brought in. Yorick passes. And no Orc Patrol is played. And it's a 1 reveal. Yorick laughs. He says, oh man, I don't know what to do. Yorick says, I feel you. And they go up to the Fellowship track. And he's thinking. And he puts him in Withered Heath. They go to Withered Heath. Tell me a game where you've seen this happen. I'll tell you, I've only seen one, and it's this one. He says there, Mole says LOL. He says the deck is so diluted in Loam. I get stuff I don't need. Mole says you can concede if you want. Yorick says I don't like it conceding. Mole says okay. He says it's better they get the stats. He says so up there? He said yep. And Mole draws the strategy card. And he just flips the Fellowship, and now we're just moving. He moved a troop onto them. Yorick says, not like the military is moving swiftly, which is true. We're in turn 6. There's a point in Dale. So I think this is actually wrong there. I'm not going to change it because it'll mess up the game. He plays Shadows in the Misty Mountains. And he plays him up there. This is rare. Normally you'd see him here. We go into turn 7. And York is going to discard cards again. Who knows what they are? I have no idea. He says Fellowship okay. He allocates an I. And then look at this roll for Shadow. Look at this roll for Shadow. Look at all these musters. 4. I mean, what do you do if you're Shadow here? I don't know. I'm not, because I'm just watching the game. So he starts by moving the Fellowship on 4 and misses. So he's probably done moving for the turn. Unless he has, what is it called? Nazgul Search. All right, but he can't play it because he doesn't have the card. So he's going to be safe if he doesn't move anymore to go into Erebor. All right, and we muster up in using the voice. And York brings an elite to Bree. Mole brings an elite into Near Harad. And now he's playing We Prove the Swifter. They can go into a stronghold under siege. Looks like Gandalf's going for a ride. There he goes. There he goes. Gandalf goes into Woodland Realm. What a madman. That's hilarious. I would never do this. Okay. He brings another elite into Bree. Another Nightmare Army with Gimli. This is... which Gimli is it? Gimli, son of Glowin, so it's the regular Gimli. Yorick brings Elrond in. Okay. Now Denethor's Folly. Why is it being played? Oh, okay. He's just removing the protection. That's funny. And it looks like, is Gimli moving out? He's moving out. They're going out of the Shire. Mole is attacking Woodland Realm now. Yorick says he always shines. He plays Daring Defiance, Relentless Assault. Just so everyone's aware, this is a misplay. But, like I said, they played it the way it is. So they counted this. So he didn't kill anybody here. Because he can't, because it doesn't work, apparently. He would have gotten 2 hits. But look at Yorick's roll. So he got 3 back. And Mole got none. So Mole stops. Mole says, my bad. I don't know what's going on. Oh, he takes his 3. York wants to know what happened now. They're reading the card. Okay. So we get... Now, well, at least he got to use his cards because he's not discarding anymore, right? York declares an Erebor. So they're in Erebor. And there goes One with Sorrow and Toil. Off the table. How do you get rid of Lord of the Elven Rings, out of curiosity? Will of the West. Same with this. Okay, so they can get rid of it if he wants, if he gets Will of the West. Mole says, okay. York says Fellowship, okay. 1E. Oh, he's got to choose which die he wants to use. So he gets rid of Galadriel and he wants to use the muster. Okay, so he starts by using the Will of the West. And there goes Palantir of Orthanc. Let's see what Mole decides to do. He brings an elite to Far Harad. So this is a big stack down here. Like a lot of people down here. York says BRB. He wants to know if declaring the Fellowship activates the dwarves. Mole says yes, so they're active. York thinks, and what does he do? He says hard. You move the Fellowship. Interesting. And he's safe on 4 eyes. Very lucky. Very fortunate. It looks like Mole's moving his armies out. And now he thinks, did he pass? What just happened? He moved the dwarves down. Okay, so the dwarves are now at war. Looks like they're bringing reinforcements up. A sorting from Woodland Realm. That's a crazy move. He's shining. Deadly Strife versus No Quarter. This is legal. Let's see what the roll is. So on his sortie, he needs threes, I think. That's 3. So York gets 5. That's 4. And 6 with no quarter. So that's all of them. He killed everybody. They're all dead. Oh my gosh. This is hilarious. What a crazy move. He puts Shelob's lair in the pool. And he can't do a draw because the chief isn't there. And now he has Thranduil's archers. He gets to draw a strategy card. So they're mustering up again. Let's look at the force pool of the. He's just had 2 more elites left. This is nuts. This game, like I said, this is where it gets crazy, people. That's why I'm sharing this. Mo says, wait. What is he doing? He's moving Nazgul around to here, it looks like. Now Yorick attacks Erebor to Dale. No card. Gets no hits. Neither does Mole. They do no card and he leaves. He puts a dwarf there. And he retakes Dale. So now they're at no victory points again. This is turn 8. Shadow has 0 victory points right now. Again, this is turn 8. Shadow has 0 victory points. Out of curiosity, I think a lot of the pool is out for Shadow. Let's just take a look. Yeah, he's got 1 regular Isengard unit. So all the forces are out, but they're like spread out throughout the board. Crazy. Let's see what happens next. We go into turn 9. He allocates an eye and rolls a decent roll. Now because an eye is rolled, that die has to be used for Galadriel. And Mole remembers that he can change any of the dice he wants. And Yorick says, yep. And he changed one of those hybrids to a character. So he doesn't declare the fellowship. Makes sense. I think he could if he wanted to. And then he could... I think he recovers a point for being in a city. Alright, so he brings 2 Northmen. And he gets another card. So he's mustering up the North, this dew line brilliantly now. So he had no cards before, but now he's doing really well here. He plays Shadows Gather. And they're taking a scenic route. Now they're all outside again. Let's see what happens. Yorick musters an Elven elite in Erebor. And what does he do? He thinks about it. And instead he uses the Will of the West to bring... What did he do? Oh, he moved those guys out of Dale into Woodland Realm. And I think he moved the other guy from Iron Hills into here. Is that what happened? Yeah. Okay, now I see what happened. Let's see what Mole's doing. He's just moving his troops around, taking over that settlement. Yorick is bringing a Dwarven elite. Let's see the force pool of the free people. He's got a few elites left to muster. He attacks Erebor. They go under siege. And, okay. And now he brings an elite into Dale. And now he plays Foul Thing. This play is illegal, by the way, because he's in a stronghold. So this should not be able to be played. But they play it. So, again, it happens. And we're okay with it because they tried their best. He draws Smeagol. He comes as a guide. And now he moves to Fellowship. We gets 2. Let's see if he gets an eye here. Ooh, he gets an eye. So there goes Smeagol, short-lived. And there they go. They're Northern Ravanian. We shall get it on the table. And now he's moving he's moving them out into here. And where'd the other one go? Oh, no, he's mustering. He mustered 2 Nazgul. Okay. Probably to make up for all those that died before. And he moves the chief to Arab and moves the Nazgul around. Okay. Now we go into turn 10. He got rid of Eladriel's die. Good. I don't know why it's some reinforcements, so it should go to the force pool. All right. Let's see what happens for turn 10 here. So he allocates 2 eyes, rolls 2 more, and there goes Elrond's eye. So he's out of dice. Yorick says gods. Mold changes to H. He said forgot Galadriel on the eye. I changed 1 die. Could have canceled it. Oh, on the eye draw. That's what he meant. Yorick has so much to keep track of. Mole says, yeah, a lot to keep in mind. So it's something to know about if you're watching and you're a base player, that the rings have abilities. So Galadriel's ability is to take a ring out forever. So he starts by flipping the Fellowship. And he plays Wormtongue. And he draws a character card using the Witch King Chief ability. They're running out of cards here. And Yorick plays Smeagol, the tile. And he plays The Gates Are Closed. And now Yorick is mustering up in Dale. And what's going on here? A Sauron regular... Oh, they're following the Fellowship for if he reveals him, I think. That's why it went down. And from Withered Heath to Erebor. Yorick says, yep, I should have jumped. Mole says, yep, I didn't notice at first. That was a mistake from my part. Let's see what Yorick decides to do. He's moving the Fellowship. Let's see what happens. He gets 2 hits. Let's see what he draws. A 0 reveal. Pretty good turn of events here. Yorick plays Lure of the Ring and draws into Legolas, and he kills him. So, I mean, the Fellowship corruption isn't awful, considering what it was at before. He was able to heal a lot in Erebor. Now he flips the Fellowship, and Erebor is being attacked. Let's see how this battle goes, out of curiosity. He plays Confusion, which gets canceled due to Storm of Bats. So he would have gotten 1 hit on the Confusion. Oh, Erebor's getting hit a little bit. It's 3 hits. Yorick says wow and gets 1 back. And he stops there. Alright, we go to the next turn. This is turn 12, right? Or 11? Turn 11. So all the elven dice are gone. So the Lure of the Elven Rings, I wonder if that should be off the table then. Because there are no dice that can be played. So that should be gone. Alright, he allocates 3 eyes. 1 for each member of the Fellowship. Rolls another one, and Yorick gets this. Let's see what happens. He starts by... What did he just do? Oh my goodness! He's moving out, folks! So he's bringing the Gandalf army out to Dale. How did they get there? Okay, what was the second one? He moved... let's see. From Woodland Realm to Vale of... I guess he only moved 1. I think I missed the second movement. Maybe he forgot to move the second one. Okay. Oh, okay. He played it with a character. Maybe. He's attacking Erebor. Let's see what happens. He only needs to get 4. Advantageous position against Onslaught. Advantageous position doesn't do anything, but let's see what happens. He gets 1 hit. Yorick gets 3 back. And he onslaughts 4 more and gets 1 more hit. Yorick wants to know if the 3 casualties were taken, and Maul says all on the card. Yorick says, yep. So here we go. It's 3 against a lot here. Let's see what he does. He's attacking Erebor from the Gandalf army, shining on them. What card is he going to play? He plays Círdan ships. And he charges them. The Pre's 1. And he kills him. He shouldn't be re-rolling. Oh, good. Yorick reminded him. He said no re-roll. That's funny. And now the dew line is free again. Let's see how the force pool looks for free. So they still have 2 dwarven elites they can get out. Looks like he's preventing the military potential victory, by mustering up in Dol Guldur, possibly also to muster up again. And now he plays Winds from the West. What's he going to get rid of? Gates are closed. He could have also used a Will of the West to get rid of that. And he brings more Nazgul. So he killed the Nazgul off again. And let's see what he's doing. Moving the North Elite from North Downs to Buckland. And moving everyone down here. So they're going down maybe to protect the Fellowship. Maybe to go for a military victory. Let's see what he does. He moves his 10 force up. Oh, they're going out. It's time for their march to the west. And he brings Gimli over to Woodland Realm, and the guy from Ered Luwine into Grey Havens. For some reason, it's showing these. I don't know why they're there. I don't really get it. It might be a glitch in the system. We go on to turn 12. Turn 12. Why did he... Oh, he discarded. That's why. Yorick says, insane game. Declare an error board. Never done it. Mole says, never seen it. Neither have I. That's why I'm sharing this game. This is a nuts game, like I said. Fellowship, okay. He allocates an eye, rolls one more. And he gets the movement. And he starts moving the Fellowship. And they're missed. What's he bringing? More Nazgul in? Yeah, the Nazgul are coming back because they keep dying. Fellowship moves again. That's a hit. It's an eye. He should probably take it. It's only one. And they're down there. He plays Breaking of the Fellowship. This could be painful. It's a 0. Good to get the 0 out of the pool for him, but tough break on the breaking. Flips the Fellowship. All right. He plays On They Went, but he can't draw now. But not that there's many cards left. Look at all the character cards that have been drawn. Jurg says, pool is going to be nasty. And he says, damn, forgot Galadriel again. But I don't think that's a mistake. Mole says, LOL. Jurg says, not enough experience in LOME. Mistakes all over. Mole says, you have good chances. Jurg says, pass. And let's see what he's doing. He's bringing the Nazgul. They're resurrecting again. Jurg passes. And the Nazgul are resurrecting again all over the place. Jurg thanks, and he's mustering up a Northman and Bree and another leader in the Shire, it says. Maybe this is the regular Gimli. I thought he had 2 leadership for some reason. Maybe he's only 1. Oh, and he moves the chief on him. There's not many cards to draw, though. And he moves to the Nazgul. He's moving everyone around. Okay. There we go. Wonder why the Nazgul's going there. That's curious. I have no idea. Is he going to play a ring to move the... No, he's not. He's bringing more... He brought a North regular to the Shire and 1 to Dale. Again. And I puts another red in the pool. Wow, that's going to be 3 red tiles. That'll be brutal. All right, we go to turn 13. I have no idea what he's drawing, but he's allocating. Is he going to allocate 3 eyes again? No, just 1 this time. And only rolls 1 more. And he rolls this. I wonder if he's going to separate Strider and try to crown him. Nope. He uses Will of the West right away. It's probably because that his dice are... He already has a lot of dice, and he needs Strider to tank corruption for him. All right, so he moves the Fellowship. Oh, he's hit. It's a 2, not a reveal, though. He thinks. He takes a corruption. Brave man. Now the ring is mine. Is that all? That's all the red tiles. They're all in. He says, so nasty, that pool. Mole says, I finished my deck, LOL. Let's see what Yorick decides to do. He's thinking. He says, tough. And he draws a character card. And Mole brings another elite into Dol Guldur. Yorick passes. And he plays the Captain of Despair. Yorick says, geez, pass. He said, Chief is something. Well, now he's out of cards, basically. He's almost out. And he's mustering up Dol Guldur again. Getting some more people. Where else did he muster? Moria. And now he's moving another North regular to Dale. And one of the Shire. Let's see the force pool. He has he's at a Northman. All the North is out, except for is this a leader? There's one North leader left. All right, let's see what Mole does. The Witch King goes to Dol Guldur, as do all or a bunch of the Nazgul. And that that should have gone there. There you go. And now Mithril Coat is played. That's dangerous. Oh, he already played the Nazgul Strike. Okay, let's see what happens. Shadow of Dol Guldur is played. Great play by him. And they all go out. Yorick says, you can move as well with Shadow? And yeah, you can, because Shadow of Dol Guldur, if you don't know, recruit a number of Sauron regular units in Dol Guldur equal to the Nazgul leadership and region up to maximum of 5, and then you may then move or attack with that army. It's a huge move. That'd actually be good if they were go under siege and you have that. Because then it's like, surprise, we have an army all of a sudden. I'm surprised he didn't play. Oh, well, he doesn't have any more ways. I think Cruel Weather has already played, so he doesn't have to worry about it. And now he's going to play The Eagles Are Coming on the on this army here. Let's see what he gets for hits. He kills 2 of the Nazgul. I wonder how many Nazgul have died in this game. I'm curious if you're watching this video, maybe I'll rewatch it later. Can you tell me how many Nazgul died in this game? Because that's 2, and now they all have to move away. They're required to. Let's see. Yep. So they all leave, and he moves up towards to attack Dew again. Now we go into turn 14. Yep, turn 14, and York finally goes into Mordor. He says, so nasty, the pool. Fellowship, okay? Mole says, yeah, but you have time. York says, true. Mole says, my military is non-existent. That's not completely accurate because he's got a lot of troops on the table. It's just that they're not where they need to be. And the North, everyone's mustered up like crazy, with the exception of, like, Gondor. So he allocates 3 eyes to Max. He rolls 1 more. York says, I have to move, and draws kill. He gets 2 Willows of the West here. And he starts by moving an Elven leader north of Lee. Oh, they move up to Dale to protect. And these guys are moving down, maybe to meet these guys in battle, which is funny to me. Mole goes for Woodland Realm. I wonder if he has help unlooked for. That would be hilarious. He takes Woodland Realm normally. He plays a strategy card. Charge. Let's see what happens here. The pre is 1. And his combat roll is 4. And he gets 3 back. York presses on him. And they leave. And he goes to Woodland Realm. This is the craziest dual defense I've ever seen in a while. Let's see what he does. He moves the Witch King out of there, but also allows him to put that in the pool. Let's see what Yorick does. Draws a character card. The mouth is in. He plays Athelis. Oh, he heals 3. Yorick says, good, Strider. Mole says, wow. So there they go. They're down to 4, but they have 5 eyes in the pool. Let's see what the hunt pool looks like, too. I mean, he hasn't moved yet. He probably has to in the next second here. So these eyes don't look good. I mean, these eyes. This pool does not look good. It looks painful. And don't forget, Galadriel, I learned, doesn't work on the red eye. It only works on the regular standard eyes. The only way you can get eyes of the pool is with Strider or Aragorn, using Challenge of the King. All right, he flips them out, and they move their armies. Now we move the Fellowship. Let's see what he draws. It's an eye. He should probably use Galadriel here, finally. He does. There goes Galadriel. And he draws into the Ring is Mine. LOL. And Mithril Coat is used. And he draws into Shelob. This is an achievement, by the way. The achievement is to draw from one red tile to one tile to a red tile. And Mole is close to getting the achievement of drawing all of his cards. Yorick says, oh gods. But it's only a 2. So, good thing Strider healed for whatever. Healed for 3. But they tried moving. Yorick says insane. Mole attacks Old Forest Road with a character card. Yorick is still like shocked. He says E red red. Yorick plays strategy card. Let's see what he has. Daylight. And he's attacking the Gimli army. And he plays They Are Terrible. So they hit on 4s in the reroll. And so he gets 2 hits. And Yorick gets 5 hits. Yorick says, wow. It looks like he just downsized some elites. He presses and backs up. All right, we go on to turn 16. So Yorick tried moving, but he's still on step 1 in Mordor. Mole is out of character cards at this point. He's got no more left. So let's see what happens. Mole says no more character cards with a big smile. Yorick says, man. He's allocating 3 E's again. And he rolls 1 more. Yorick says, you should have a ring. He gives to make sure he gets it. Mole says, right, thanks. All the eyes. What is he doing? Mustering a Dwarven Elite to Ered Luin. Let's see how many Dwarven Elites he has left. He's got 1 Dwarven Elite and 3 regulars. Okay. He plays Rage of the Dunderlings to see where they're going. Ooh, they're going towards that direction now. How many character cards is in his hand? He has 4 left. So we'll see what happens. He's moving armies, it looks like. No, he's mustering up. No, he's moving. He moved to Buckland and these guys up here. Wonder where they're going. And now they're leaving the Shire. Interesting. I don't know why. Oh, they're making a giant army from the Ered Luin. Look at this insane army. Mole attacks the Shire from the Witch King. No cards are played. He gets a hit. He's at a victory point. Turn 15. He's at his victory point. Wow. Turn 15. Well, he got a victory point earlier, but he wasn't able to hold it. Mole attacks Tower Hills. No card. This is going to be kind of crazy. Let's see what he used. A strategy card. Advantageous position, which helped. So he only gets 1 hit. And Yorick rolls 3 back. Mole presses, and he goes back into Grey Havens. Look at this stack in Grey Havens. The Fellowship moves. Let's see what he draws. Let's look at the hunt pool just to see what he has for options. A lot of really bad tiles. Let's see what he draws into here. Oh my gosh. He has not moved yet. Yorick just laughs. Back you go. And they flips. And now Morgul Wound is played. Now he's at 8 corruption. And he flips. Yorick says harsh. The mouth is flipped to see what he's doing. Oh, he just takes Ered Luin over. Yorick says the tile draws. They've been crazy. Yeah, they have been. I agree with you, Yorick. We go on to turn 16. And he can only draw 1 card, the Shadow player. He says Fellowship okay, allocates 3, because he can. And he rolls that many eyes. Yorick just says, ha ha ha, you can just keep at it. And I will lose. Mole says, we'll see. Elven Cloaks is put in the pool. Pretty good. The Balrog flips. I think he meant to flip the mouth. So the mouth is flipped. He attacks Grey Haven. Switches into a field battle. Let's see what he does for a card. Advantageous. 2 hits. Let's see what he gets back. 3 back. Is he going to stay? He stays. Let's see what he has for a card this time. Sudden Strike. Challenge of the King. He gets 2 on the pre. It's 2. And he gets only 1 back. It's not a lot. Mole says 1 more. Yorick stays. He says 1 more hit. So he kills. Okay. Oh, he stops. That's what he meant. He brings an Elven Elite into Grey Havens. Is that all the elves? He's got one Elven Elite left. All right, let's see what happens next. He brings more Southron Elite into North Room. The Fellowship moves again. If he draws an eye, that would be hilarious. I think he would lose. Oh, he draws a 1. That's really fortunate for him. Very fortunate. I wonder if he's going to take it. He does. He attacks Dale. No card. Let's see. So looks like he'll just take it. So it's an auto kill. So now Dale is done. Why is he at 3 victory points? He should be at 2, right? Because he got the Shire and Dale. He should be at 2. Am I missing something? I'm not going to change it. I'll mess the game up. Let's see what York decides to do. He musters the last elite into Woodland Realm. He's attacking Erebor. That brings that over there. York attacks Dale with no card. And he gets the 1 hit. And Mole does not. So here we go again. Comes some more Dew Line shenanigans. Now we go into turn 17. Fellowship, okay, allocates 3 eyes because he can. And rolls 2 more. And York plays the Phial of Galadriel. He's attacking Erebor here. With a Deadly Strife. Let's see what he got for hits. He got 3. That's enough. York gets 2 back. He moves the Fellowship. Let's see what happens. Oh, that's clutch. He drew into Smeagol Helps Nice Master. Very fortunate. I think the eye basically almost kills him if he drew it. The corruption goes back. Let's see what he does. Balrog. So the Balrog can finally do something. He only has 1 character, no, 2 characters left. So the Balrog flips, and now the Balrog is out. York thinks he was thinking. I think he was thinking about mustering a Dwarven Elite into what's it called, Rivendell. He is empty. He attacks Arid Luwine from Grey Havens, and then thinks about it. And instead, he moves the Rohan down, but they're not active yet. What is he doing? Oh, he's moving on to Rivendell eventually. Okay. Now Yorick is... Looks like he's marching for a military victory potentially here. We'll see. And what was the second movement he did? He moves Elven Leader 2 Elite from Lorien to Dimril Dale. So they're moving out. Mole attacks Dale. And Scouts are played to go into Woodland Realm. Why is he at 5 victory points? I think they're forgetting to move it down when he reclaims. He should be at 2. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. I see 4. I'm missing something. Correct me in the comments, please. Tell me what I'm not seeing. I was Rohan down. And now the Black Captain Commands is played. Attacking Woodland Realm. They go under siege. Okay, we go on to turn 18. York's Fellowship, okay. He allocates 3 eyes because he can. Rolls no more. And York moves the Fellowship. Draws a 3. Is he going to take Strider here? He does. Now Boromir is the guide. Candle of Corpses is played. And let's see what he rolls for. He gets 3. That's painful. That's max damage. York says, oh gods, I thought you were empty. So I'm curious, if he had played this earlier, when Yorick was at 9, that would have been game. Because he used a ring, don't forget, and he had all the character cards in hands. But now he's out of characters, interestingly. Yorick plays Safe Paths in the Dark to get him out of death range. And get rid of We Shall Get It. And let's see. Mole moves Wormtongue, Foul Stench to board 3. Okay. What does Worm Tongue do? Rowan cannot be activated. Okay, that's fine. So he can move it down, though. I was just making sure. He's moving everyone from Edwards to now they're all outside of Woodland Realm. It's going to be crazy for him. Yorick attacks Moria, puts it under siege. Mole flips them out. They're going back. They backtracked. And they move out and up. Interesting. I wonder if he's going to try to attack Woodland Realm now. Nope, they're just mustering up more forces, it looks like. York passes. He attacks Woodland Realm, no card. No hits. Yorick gets one back. Mole presses. This is insane. Mole says no card. No card, Yorick. No hits for Mole. One hit from Yorick. He presses. He's only got 3 guys in there. Gets 2 hits. Does not kill them. Yorick gets one back. So that's the end of that fight. Looks like he's going back for Dale. Yorick doesn't get the hit. And Mole finally does. He presses. And where did he run to? Oh, to Erebor. Okay. Now he attacks Woodland Realm again, probably to finish it off. He gets it, and Yorick gets 1 hit back. So now he's at 1, 2, 3, 4, Erebor, 5. He should be at 5, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's at 5, but it's at 7 for some reason. I think, and Yorick moves it down to 6. All right, Yorick says, isn't that correct? Mole says, sure, sorry. Yorick's, and then no problem. We go on to turn, what turn is this? 19. And he draws a shadow card. Mole allocates 2 eyes because that's the max he can do. And rolls 2 more. Let's see what Yorick does. He starts by drawing a character card. He's almost out of cards too. He's moving up towards Rivendell. Fellowship moves. He draws Elven Cloaks. Now he has a chance to win. Yorick says, wow. Mole says Rivendell. I wonder if he should move. If he moves again, he can take 3 corruption. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 1, 2, 3. He can take 4 total. So if he draws an eye, he would lose. Okay, so he probably shouldn't move yet. Let's see what happens. Oh, Captain of Despair goes there. So now it's too dangerous to move. And now he plays a power 2. Great! And Shadow can't do anything. They can't discard it. You can't discard it because the only way to get rid of it is by discarding from your hand. So nothing can happen. Mole says, oh boy, well played. Yorick says, yeah, it's madness this game. I held on to it. You two played very well. And they're leaving. Yorick says, we're breaching 20 turns. He moves off. Let's see where he's going. Now he's starting to move towards Gondor. And that's why he left. He should just have everyone leave. Are you allowed to do that? Let's see. Cannot move an army into or attack. So they can't even go into there. So he could also move this guy out if he wants to. But he's not with that die, clearly. Yeah, we're attacking Gondor now. He passes. Where are they going? Alright, it looks like we're trying to take out the Gandalf army potentially. And he moves to the Tower Hills. He's moving out. Okay. And we go into turn 20. 2 eyes are allocated. It's 5 eyes. Yorick says no. Ouch. That was rich. And bad character cards. The 3 left are all good. So sorry to hear that. He can always play a ring to change 1 into a Palantir. And then draw and then play if he needs to. Let's see what he does. He is moving his armies around. Moves Group Gimli to Grey Havens. So moving this closer. And he moves into Minas Tirith. We're at 6. Let's see what happens. Yorick thinks. He attacks Arid Lewin. Let's see what he's going to play for a card. Sudden Strike gets canceled. But Yorick rolls 4 hits with that army. 4 6s. He both says LOL and rolls 3 back. He's pressing. Is the Witch King here? Who's in this army? No, it's just 2 Nazgul again. Oh, and they run away. He takes it over. I don't know why he's taking it over. What does he have for troops? Does he have more that he can muster? Oh, no, he's got nothing else to muster, really. So interesting choice. I mean, they're probably tired. This is a long game. Mole moves the Balrog and friends to Tower Hills. I wonder why they're going there. Because the Grey Havens can't be attacked. Maybe they're just defending from the Shire being taken back. Looks like he's moving towards whatever it's called, Dol Guldur. And Mole draws a strategy card. So if Mole draws all of his cards, that's another achievement. That's the achievement of drawing all of your cards. Yorick attacks Dol Amroth. And he plays half orcs and goblin to bring another elite in there. Let's see what he's doing with Gandalf. Drawing a character card. And Sauron regular from Woodland Realm to Withered Heath. And from the Brownlands to Eastamnet. Yeah, but that won't activate Rohan because of Wormtongue. We go on to turn 21. Let's see what happens. Fellowship okay. He adds it to Corruption now because he didn't move. He allocates 2 E's, 2 I's, rolls 1 more. Yorick rolls this. He plays There Is Another Way to Heal. He thinks about it and decides to move because if he draws an eye, he wins. Let's see the hunt pool, the chances of him winning here. He wins on everything except for the 3 and the eye. So this might be the end of the game, guys. This is turn 21. And drum roll, he draws a 2. So Yorick wins this game. Mo says, good game. Yorick says, holy hell. What a game. Well played. He says, you two made this one for the book. It was for the books. Mo says, true. Declaring Ereborn winning. Yorick says, but harsh for whoever loses. Mo says, well played. Yorick says, you two. I think the corruption strategy is extremely strong. Lots of eyes. Mo says, probably too many. Yorick says, maybe, but huge returns. So this has been a very long recording here, but I want to go over the achievements that Yorick got. So Yorick got 2 achievements. He got the one which is number, I think it's 39, which is where you can, if you use, I could be wrong in the number. I'll put the numbers in the description later, but I can tell you what they are. It's using the Mithril Coat to get a tile that's red, and he also moved 14 times with the Fellowship before getting into Mordor. Because he did his, he went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. It took the Fellowship 16 moves to go into Mordor, and he still won the game. So I want to thank both Yorick and Mole for giving me permission to share this game with you. It was a wild one. Again, I didn't really have much to say, but I just wanted to share this game with you. If you ever have any exciting games, always share them with me because I'd like to watch them, especially for achievements. Again, I'm going to post the achievements in the description. Let's look at the game statistics, and then I'll call it a video. That's Zoom. Hold on 1 second. The statistics. I did something crazy. Hold on, guys. Let's set the zoom level to 150, like it's supposed to be. Now let me open up the statistics. And let me share them with you. This will make a lot of sense. So if you look at it here, they're pretty average. Do I want to say average? Shadow Player got a lot of musters this game. They didn't roll many armies or attacks. I don't know why I can't move this box. There we go. Look, but here's what it was the game right here. Mole could not get sixes at all, and York was pretty average. So crazy rolls, crazy games. Thank you all for watching. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know what you think of this game, and I'll see you all in the next one. All right, take care, everyone. Bye.